Keep Timaru City beautiful. Timaru Saddlery and Harness, corner of North and Stafford Street. The Comic Shop, 42 Stafford Street. Flats, 48A Stafford Street and 52 Stafford Street. Distillers Warehouse, 60 Stafford Street. Carlton Hotel, 66 Stafford Street. Gary's Bakery. Lawrence Tyre's House at 9 Wilcombe Street. Caroline Motors, 13 Wilcombe Street. Plumbing World, Wilcombe Street. Trading World, 79 Stafford Street. Timaru Herald Garage Sign, 88 Stafford Street. Tom Timothy Tube Works Limited. Timaru Theatre Royal. Takeaway Food Bar. Budget Taxis, 128 Stafford Street. 148A Stafford Street. Butterfields Building. Meehan's Building and Restaurant, 5 to 7 George Street. National Building, Bar 1 Nightclub, 113 Stafford Street. Historic Movie Theatre in Stafford Street, 101 Stafford Street. Danny's Internet Cafe in Stafford Street. Orangi Hostel, Stafford Street, 63 Stafford Street. Motorcycle World, Keyman's Tools and Equipment, both in Stafford Street. Secretarial Services, 47 Stafford Street. Vegetarian Grocery Shop, 41 Stafford Street. Punjab Indian Restaurant in Stafford Street. South Canterbury Timber Electric Bow Board and 5 Barnard Street. Good afternoon, Ron Bishop here from Timaru, New Zealand. Doing my second video today. I didn't put one up yesterday, so I'm doing a second one. And I've called it Keep Timaru City Beautiful. Keep Timaru City Beautiful. Timaru City is where I live. I live in Timaru City. And it's pretty untidy. It's got untidy over the years. Pretty rough. And the downtown, the business area, is pretty blimmin' rough. I've just named some properties there on Stafford Street. The main street of Timaru is called Stafford Street. And I've just named and shamed the people that own those buildings. Pretty rough. Gee, they're rough. The biggest offender, of course, is the Timaru City Council, or Timaru District Council it's called. It's their responsibility to make sure that properties are kept up to scratch to a certain standard. You just can't build an old run-down house in a high knob street, you know, a high valued street, and yet they can leave the buildings fall down and not get painted in the main street of Timaru, and it's a bit rough. The Timaru District Council, they own the theatre hall. That needs a good tidy up, and there's a takeaway bar alongside it, budget taxis, sign, bloody disgrace, and it's all owned by the council. Yeah, and the worst one, of course, on my list here is Lawrence Tyre's house. Lawrence Tyre lives in this hovel. It is a hovel. You want to go upstairs to the back door. It's dangerous. Anyone walking up those stairs, wooden stairs to his back door, it should be pulled down. He shouldn't be allowed to have it. Live in a hovel like that. And there's a lot of places there. I've just called out, named. They need tidying up. They need painting, either painted, tidied up, windows cleaned, or pulled down. Get rid of them. Put a garden there or something. But don't have old, ugly buildings, because it's just ruining Timaru. It's why people won't come here. No one wants to come to an old dump like Timaru in the south end of town with all the buildings falling down. It's common sense that we've got to tidy it up, right? Common sense, unfortunately, is not in the language of politicians. These people that sit on councils and run the town, they don't have any common sense. You don't have to be very intelligent to realise that the first impressions you have of a town will decide whether or not the town's going to grow or not. Yeah, it's pretty rough, some of these towns. Right throughout in Timaru, right throughout New Zealand, there's some pretty rough towns. They just don't do them up. And I'm going to stick up for Timaru, because Timaru is a great little town. And there's some very nice buildings in Timaru. And there's some very well painted buildings, very nice. We spent a lot of money on Caroline Bay, and we've tidied the whole thing up. But there's a few spoiling it for others. So I'm starting a campaign to tidy it up, right? I get myself into trouble doing it, but it doesn't matter. We've got to name and shame these buggers that let their buildings fall down and not be painted, right? So listen, join my campaign. Watch these videos, because I'm going to be real hot on people who don't tidy up their buildings, right? So I'll see you now, and catch you again tomorrow. Don't forget to keep tuning into my videos. Tomorrow I'll be doing a Sunday sermon. Tune in. It'll be a beauty, I tell you. Okay? See you tomorrow.